Welcome back to my channel. Today is Motivational Monday. So today I actually wanted to talk about education. So if you are interested in hearing about that, stay tuned. At a point in time of my life, I did not value education. It was more so just a place for me to go where there was going to be 2 hot meals served or, whatever, to get food, to interact with other people and stuff like that. Especially once I got into high school and started in that dynamic, I did not value education at all. In my freshman year in high school, I blew it. I can't even tell you how bad I blew it. And somehow I think because they believed in me or they knew a little bit of my story, they, didn't hold me back or anything like that. But I really blew it my freshman year. And my sophomore year, I started to take it a little more serious. And I started thinking about the future in sophomore year. And that was also the same year that I put myself into DIFUS because many other reasons, but one of the larger reasons was because I realized I can't go to college. I don't have parents that can take care of me. I don't have, I didn't know how I was going to go to college without any help. So I said, you know what? I need to start thinking about the future and what I'm going to do with my life. Do I want to be in New Brunswick running the streets forever? No, I don't. I want something more. So that's when I went into foster care and all those different things. And I did it right before my 16th birthday. And 16 is the cutoff age. If you don't go in before 16, you don't qualify for the assistance for school and all those different things afterwards, after you graduate. So yeah, junior year is when I started to get more serious about school and understanding how important it was to lay the foundation for my future as far as what career I was looking into and things like that. So when it came time to decide to go to college, it was actually a really hard time for me because I went into what they call a aging out of foster care program, and you got an apartment and you had to pay rent towards it. You didn't have to pay the full portion. It was like I had to pay 30% of my income that I made had to go towards my rent. And then I obviously had to pay for health care on my own, food and all those other things on my own. And I had this decision on, if I take this apartment, I have guaranteed living. I won't be homeless again. Or if I go live on campus, there's a chance that during the time that I'm not in school, summer breaks or, different breaks like that, there would be nowhere for me to live. And I was terrified to go back to the uncertainty of, a place to rest my head. So I chose to go live in the independent living or in the aging out of foster care apartment. I chose to go there, which was in Highland Park, and there were 6 of us, 6 girls. We each rented our own room, and you had like your own bathroom in there, and you shared the common area, which was a kitchen, living room, dining room, and laundry room. And so I chose to go live there because it was more, I can guarantee my future better if I went there. And I wasn't thinking so much about education because I figured I would go to community college for 2 years. I would work on the side. I would get enough money so that I could get my own place during the summers if I had to. I could get, some type of rental room or something like that. But once you get into that grind, it changes everything. So I became so focused on work and trying to make money that I slowly started taking one class less to the point where I was a part-time student with 2 jobs, and my whole focus was working all the time. And I got so caught up in that school got pushed to the side. And then fast forward a few years of doing that, I had my daughter, decided, okay, this is not the time to go to school. I need to focus on working and being a mother. Then I had my son, and again, you get so focused on everything else that your mind forgets the long-term plan. And so now I'm at a point to where I'm trying to go back to school part-time, and the jobs that I know I'm qualified for and the jobs that I know I want, that I can get and do, I can't get it because I don't have this piece of paper saying that I did the education part of it, even though I'm capable of doing the job. I feel so held back right now that it's just frustrating. So I am now taking a course at Rutgers, a supply chain course, so that I can have some form of certificate to say, listen, I know what I'm doing, just believe in me. You know what I mean? So it is so important to forget everything else. You know, forget hanging out with your friends. That stuff is so not important. They will be there forever. The parties will be there. The clubs will be there. All these different things will be there when you are finished. Just focus your attention on what is important, and that is getting that piece of paper. Because as ridiculous as it is that this one little sheet of paper can determine the fate of your life, this one little sheet of paper will save you so many headaches. The doors that will be open to you because you have that sheet of paper are just insurmountable, or whatever the word is. It's just ridiculous. The amount of doors that will open up to you because you have this piece of paper. And not saying that you have to have that piece of paper. You definitely put yourself into a smaller box and limit your success or your opportunities because of that. I feel like I work, and not to throw race or anything like that into it, but being a Black, technically uneducated mother of two, I feel like I work so much harder than everybody in my building, wherever I'm working at. I feel like I put in so much more work to prove, even though I may not have to, but I feel like I have to prove to them that I am equal to them, that I am on the same playing field as them. And I feel like maybe if I had a degree or if I had a certification, I wouldn't feel the need to prove that all the time. And in my field, in the powers that be, the CEOs of these large Fortune 500 companies, only 3% of them are African American women. 3% are African American women. So the thought that I'm going to be held back already, the thought that I'm already however many steps behind because I don't have a degree, it's good in a way because it forces me to kick ass when I'm in any job that I have, to be the best employee in the building. But at the same time, it does put a lot of pressure, and it does weigh heavy on me because I feel like I am already so behind. So it is very important. I say it is extremely important to get your education, especially while you don't have children, while you're not married, when you don't have bills and you don't have the stress of the world on your shoulders already. Get your education. That is so important. Forget the dough, the money, the trips, the vacations. Forget all that nonsense and get your education so that you can build the foundation for your future. I hope you enjoyed this video. That was it for Motivational Mondays. Stay in school, kids.